All right, so today we are going to go over how to open a new month with bills as such. So after transmittal, it's always important that we make a post-transmittal transfer. And so this is going to be, and I should have done this already after transmittal, but it's basically taking money from the savings account. So let me go back and walk you through it. So a transfer of money under accounts, transfer money from savings, which is down the reserve account, to operating. Just to be safe, let's say $100,000 this time. We'll do that just so that you have all the money you need in the bank for whatever you need. If we have extra at the end of the month, great. So click that and click record. The other important thing that you do in this space is, I'm going to switch screens here, is send an email to Vince Joseph and just do post transmittal transfer. Please transfer savings to operating to cover this month's expenses. I'm going to put in here, transferring a little extra this month just to cover the butts. They'll understand. If they want to do less, they can tell us. All right, click send. All right, so now we're going to get out my email. So that's done. I'm going to click cancel out of here. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is do bills. So most of our bills you can actually pay right at the beginning of the month. There is also, let me go back to the screen, in the accounts payable thing that I've shared with you, I've gone through the schedule of all of our reoccurring transaction bills. If I don't have things on here right this second, I'm working on it as I go, as well as other reoccurring payments. So I'll be verifying that these things are active. So look for this accounts payable schedule in the bank or in the drive. So that's in there. Let me go back. So, and I'll talk you through some of these. So if you go to lists, reoccurring transactions, this is where it's going to save our butts, right? So depreciation, I just record this at the beginning of each month. This does not change. So we just click, don't double click, because if you double click, it'll say save, and that's not what we want to see. We want to see record. So click cancel out here. Just highlight, click once, use reoccurring. It'll bring it up, and then we just click record. Done. Okay. ACH returns, we only use, I'll do a separate video on how to do ACH returns. And that's for agents after we do AR billing. If their money has come back from them, we have to do an ACH return journal entry. So I put that in here. ADP payroll and complete. So twice a month, there is a $110 or $115 charge that comes automatically out of our operating account for payroll fees. And so we use that. So you just click use recurring, type in the right amount, and click record. So that's just the journal for that. Prepaid business licenses. So this should be the same for the next few months. I don't think we have any business licenses coming up. So I've already moved everything into prepaids, and now we're just amortizing it over the next year. So you just click use reoccurring and record. So that's done. Prepaid expenses. This should also be set for the next few months. I sometimes throw things in here as well, but this should be updated as of this month. So click use reoccurring and click record. Bonus and TL. This is at the end of the month when we do bonuses, you would use that journal entry. Credit card processing fees. So I don't think I wrote this down yet, but about the 6th to 10th of the month, there's going to be an automatic payment that says Forte ACH fees. You're going to use this to book that amount. So when that amount comes out, this is the journal entry we use for that. Director of Growth bonus payment. So when Winnie gets a bonus, so she did last month, she got a $500 bonus. You want to click use reoccurring. I'm going to do ACH pay. She got a $500 bonus. It's out of the bonus liability account. We're going to do bonus for July. Check already printed, and then I'm going to print payment notification. I'm going to say yes. And then it's just going to print the payment notification, and then we're going to go into the bank and pay that. Okay. So if you didn't have a bonus at the end of this month, which is August, if you don't have a bonus at the end of this month, you won't use this. However, she did earn a bonus in July, so now I'm paying it in August. This is also the Director of Growth Company Dollar payback. So one thing with Winnie is she gets 100% of whatever gets paid back that that's company dollar has been paid out. And so I'm going to show you how to do this because I have not paid her all the money that she is due. So I'm going to do that right now. So a lot of times you go into Account Edge, DA report, DA, oh, actually no. Print, reconciliation, associate reports. There it is, associate reports, anniversary, DA list. I'm just going to do company dollar, anniversary, individual. And I'm just gonna, I want to see the whole breakdown. I'm just gonna do preview window. So what I do know is I've already reimbursed her back any of her July closings. I just have to do the ones from before. So these two closed in July. So I paid her this amount in company dollar. What I do owe her is the first two. So 36 plus 1975. So I owe her the 2616 plus 30 plus this 1975, right? Yeah, so the total is 4,000. So I'll show you the total. So in here, we're going to click use recurring with her. Let's see, to pay. So one thing I'm going to do with this is I'm going to actually spend money and pay this to her right now. However, I'm going to spread it out over the rest of the year. So I'm going to create a journal entry that you're going to do just like this other thing, and you'll see it in here when you come time to do it. It's Director of Growth amortization for company dollar payback. Just record that transaction. I've already given her all the money. I don't want to spread out paying her over the next 12 months because this is my error. However, we do want to record this expense over the next few months so that we're not getting a $4,000 hit all in one month. So when you see that journal entry, just record it knowing that we've already paid her. So, however, any new closings that she has over the next few months, this is where you'll pay her, and you'll pay her automatically in that same month at the end of the month for transmittal. So less confusing. Winnie has 3 closings now in August. Pull her DA list of all her closings that happened in just August and use this spend money transaction to pay her the company dollar that she gave the company in August at a month-by-month basis. Okay. Federal tax on profit, that's going to be done at the end of the month in transmittal, so don't worry about that. General journal, the consortium e-edge fee also is at transmittal. You can see in the dates where I've done it last. So really at the beginning of the month, you're really only looking for the dates that are earlier in the month. But I'm going to still go through all of these so that you kind of know what they're for. Interest income also, that will show up in the savings account the last day of the month. So don't worry about this till then. Company dollar payback to Key. There is a spreadsheet. Let me show you where that spreadsheet is. It's in the drive. Company dollar. I can never. There it is. Company dollar tracker. Company dollar payback. So this is the tracker for each month. So I'm going to make a copy of this so you see it. Duplicate. Move it over. Rename. August 21. I'm going to clear all this out. So basically we go through, and anybody in Somerville that had a closing in the month, we put how much company dollar they paid to the company in here. And then it calculates out how much we get paid to Ronnie. Ronnie gets 15% of all the company dollar that's earned in KW Key for everyone except KW transferring agent. So Bill Goodall is not on this list because Bill Goodall was already at KW when he transferred up to Key. You'll also see over here, you'll see Winnie, Jay, and Delisha. So this is kind of where I track that as well. So I paid her that 2807 in the month. And this is where we can just track how much company dollar they've paid into the company and then how much we're repaying them this month. So if Jay has any closings, he gets reimbursed because his amount is anything over 7,500. So he's hit that criteria. So any company dollar that we collect from Jay from now until he caps, he gets reimbursed. Winnie as well. And then Delisha, I believe she's a $7,500 cap. Verify that with Vince. But I think she's cap managed for the next couple months. So you should be good on that anyway. So that's where that is. So when you do have a company dollar, a KWK payback, you just click this, use reoccurring, and then pay it out of her SC real estate check thing. Okay. KWIP, this is, I need to update this, and I'm going to probably do that right now, because we are going to have, actually end of August. I'm going to figure that one out later. Whatever it is in September when you're doing this, use that amount, because we just added you and what's her name, Laura. So we're going to be amortizing it over the next year again. So that number is going to change, and I will make sure that change is updated. I'm just not going to do that on the recording. MAO, this is a journal entry. We had a bunch of expenses for Chucktown. I've spread it out over the year, so you just record that transaction. Same for KWP. The last month we want to do this for is September. So if I made that note on there. Okay, so I did. August is the last month we do that. So I'm going to actually delete this journal entry because we've already done it. So that's exciting. Look at that. Right, that's what that says. Continue until the 30th, 31st, which I just did because I counted it. Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to delete that out there so you're not going to get confused, so you won't see that. Let me check this one. Did I actually put a date in here too? No, I didn't. I said continue indefinitely. I'm looking in this area if I put a date or not, so I should have done a date for this one. All right, so MAPS coaching. MAPS coaching is also comes out of the bank account automatically. It's $4,000. So you just use recording, click record. Movement mortgage, this money gets deposited automatically. You should receive an email from Joseph or in the KLRW that says it's been received. So I just click use recurring, click record, office rent, it's coming in. It's automatically drafted, so it's good. That 2,000 is because of that checklist you do. MSA for CMG, this is when we receive that money from CMG. I have already received it in for last month because we were 2 checks behind. So there is a deposit slip from what we received in July at my computer screen. So don't use this unless you've received another check. However, please check in with Stephanie mid-August to see about our upcoming check. Butler and College, we don't use anymore because they moved upstairs. So they're not paying rent. Just leave that one in there because I'm still trying to figure it out. Owner distributions, this happens quarterly. So we did it in July. So you won't be seeing this again until probably October once I'm back. So if not, someone can walk you through this one. Payroll, and these 3 you'll learn about in the payroll videos. So ignore. Now we're on to bills. So all those were journal entries or spend monies. This is bills. Once again, the dates are going to help you seeing kind of like when I do all these things. ADT, I still have not received the bill yet for it. So I usually wait. That comes in paper copy, I believe, or in the KLRW email. I will look for that. Also, like I said in here for reference, there's that accounts payable spreadsheet to also walk us through this. So we'll skip ADT for now. APC, I'm bless them. Vince gets the emails for this right as of right now. The invoice is $250. Let me make sure because I forwarded it to here. Nope, that's CES. $215. ABTC is $215. So we just click record so that it's booked, and then I'll go show you where we can pay those purchases. So right now we're just booking those purchases. Beaufort County, we're going to click use reoccurring. It's saying we owe $150 for Maggie in Shenandoah. You can go into the KLRW email and we can confirm this. It's making us log in to see our bill. That wasn't what we wanted to do. Why do they make this so hard? I was trying to show you this, but they're making this difficult. It is 150, so I'm just not going to get into the details of all of that stuff. But it is 150 for these people. So you just click record and then we mail them a check. I do think I also have that on the accounts payable. Buford, cut check, KLW email. Oh, I have the login and everything right here for you. So you can log in and see. This is also joint with Mount Pleasant, so make sure you look for the right invoice for us. BIC salary. So Joseph gets paid a BIC salary at the end of each month. We ACH pay this through the bank. So we just go in, change this to, this is for August, record. CES. The CES bill comes to currently my email. I keep trying to get them to forward it to the KLRW email, but it's not working. So if you haven't received it, shoot me a text and I'll forward it over to you. But it's in here, it's $350 and we mail a check to them. So, yep, so we just click record since we're not paying for Ignite anymore, it's back to $350. Comcast. So Comcast, I usually book towards the end of the month. It's automatically paid. I think it does also come to our email. Like we'll get the email. It's an automatic withdrawal. Looks like withdrawals on the 28th. So I just wait to look at the bank and then I create that purchase like we're doing today. Delage, I don't know how to say this. They are also an automatic. Ooh, I have to put that in. So a lot of times they come to my email. So let's see. July 21st. So on July 21st, we got an email that says our due date on August 15th, we're going to get charged the $293.47. So they always email this to us like a month in advance. So I'm going to just put that in the system for us. So it's going to be $293.47 due on the 21st. Invoice emailed to KLW before. So what you can do though still is you can click it, use reoccurring, and just book it because it's going to come out anyway. So since you're in here, just book it now. It's going to come out on the 15th. You don't have to wait till the 15th to book it. DocuGraphics, this is for that printer in Somerville. This is coming from Mount Pleasant. So you know the details of getting this all switched. However, we might have one more bill or something. Get this from Kayla. Dominion Energy, you will get an email about Dominion. Let's see if I have that on here. Yes, Dominion comes in through our email. Right now, I have not been able to reset the password to create the account and get all that squared away. If you'd like to do that, you can. However, once you receive the email, you can also pay by phone by calling this number, using our account number, and then just putting it on our credit card. That is for KW Key Electric. KW invoice to use at the end of at Transmittal and Transmittal alone. Next, we've got our rent space. So we're going to click use reoccurring and we're going to the rent amount is the same. So we're going to click record. Spectrum Business, that comes to us in the KLW email. So when you get that invoice, you can create that one. State Farm. So State Farm actually is a paper bill we just got. It comes at the very beginning of each month. I pay online. I have that all written out on the accounts payable. And I just log online, pay through the bank account, but I did not book it in here. So do that. The account's already in there. You just change the amount to what the bill says it is. And you click record. Easy peasy. Somerville Water, you'll get that bill as well. I think that automatically gets drafted. OP salary, use reoccurring. This is the 2004 Joseph's. Click record. Commercial dues, KW Key and MLS, that only happens quarterly. So you'll see that in September. Nope. Yep, September. So that is going to be one. Honestly, I would reach out to Kayla on this when it comes time for quarterly MLS. She knows how I do this. And since that's kind of like a one-off that I haven't been able to show you, that would be a good one. Also, make sure when you do quarterly MLS in September, reach out and make sure we get Chuck Town's bills as well, because that might that invoice might go to their brokerage. Reverse payroll bonus. This one is important for payroll because we get bonus and we record the bonus in the month it's earned, but then we have to reverse it out because we're paying it in the month, like we're getting paid it in a different month. So we have to reverse out the bonus that we did before. We'll do a separate thing on that. Don't you worry about that right now. Roz Parker reimbursement. So this is a journal entry that we're doing through the rest of the year. She got had marketing. Once again, we just record. We're amortizing it over the year. This is for the new associate fee. We will go over that on a different video. Tech ambassador, company dollar payback. This is for Jay. So this is when Jay has closings and he contributes company dollar to us. We use this like we do Winnie's and like we do KWTs to pay him. Tech ambassador AR. This could really call staff AR billing. We pay for Winnie for everything except MLS. We pay for Delisha everything except MLS. Jay, we pay for everything except MLS. So when we do AR bills, there's still a sale for them. And it gets emailed to us. And then I pay it out of the West Ashley, which you'll learn about in AR billing. But this is where, when we do issue it to the bank for it to be withdrawn from our account, I use this staff AR billing journal entry to record that transaction. Workman's comp. Workman's comp comes out twice a month. It says like labeled like pay by pay, and it's like $38 or something like that. It comes out twice a month, usually after the payroll bill. You'll see it in the bank, and then we just record that twice. Other than that, that's all your recurring transactions going through line by line. You'll want to then click close out because we're not done. We got to make sure we go and pay the bills that we recorded. So the journal entries that we recorded, we just recorded and we moved on. But those bills that we recorded, we have to go into purchases, purchase register, open bills. So we'll see all these open bills that we have outstanding. So I just go one by one. So APC, record it, pull out the checks, blue checks, match the blue checks here. So I match it 2656. Yep, APC, check already printed, pay all. Put it in here, print check, click OK, print setup. We want to make sure this says legal for the print. Whenever you're printing a check, it should be legal paper. And then we click OK, and then print. And then it's printing. Magic. Next, we'll click cancel. Go to Buford. For this next paper check we do. 2657. Check, print, check. Cancel, that one's going out. Salt Marsh. So when you click pay bill on this one, it'll have both of his invoices. Click pay all. So it totals the 4,000. Check already printed. And then this is where I just do print payment notification, because this, and then change this to paper or letter, because this one we're going to just automatically pay him through the bank rather than giving him a hard copy check. So just click print. So that will come out and pay both of those. CES gets a paper check. So we're going to make sure 2658. I did not change ACH pay for the other one. So yeah, for Joseph's, forgot to change it to say ACH pay, which is why I changed the check number. His is just a regular sheet of paper. So don't put a bunch of checks in this front part, because then if you do print payment notification, they'll print on the checks. So yeah, CES. Sometimes on here, I change this to Charleston, West Ashley, just on things that I know both of us have memberships to, so that we get credit for our payment. Print check, print check. We're gonna have to change this back to legal, print setup. And I'm going fast, but you can pause and at your own pace. Print. So go back in, Delage. Now remember I said that's automatically withdrafted. So we don't need to print a check, we don't need to print payment notification. I just change this to ACH pay. I know that amount's correct because we've already looked at the bill, and then I just click record. So that's done. Rent is a paper check as well. Make sure we put suite 105. Just so that they know all the address and everything's what it needs to be. Print payment notification. Verify check amount. Print check. Done. Right, and then State Farm. Now State Farm, remember I already paid online, so I can just change this. ACH pay. Check already printed and click record. I don't need to print anything. And then you're done. So your open bills. So you have all your purchases here that we've already done. Open bills, there's nothing. We've paid everything. So that's it for billing, or in the morning, in the beginning. You'll get a few bills throughout the rest of the time. We've talked about on this list, you'll see, so ADT is going to be coming in the mail. Just pay that. There's a login on the computer, or you can call and pay it online through our bank account. ADT is our payroll services. The other one, RetransX, I sent you, I wrote it down in one of the sheets today. That's done through the credit card. They send you an invoice and it's going to go to the KLRW, and you just pay that through the credit card. And then we'll automatically break that apart later. Other than that, that should be it. Okay. Best of luck.